Okay, so first you're going to want to disconnect your battery. That's to avoid the airbag going off while you remove it from the steering wheel. You can start with your negative and then disconnect your positive. On the back of your steering wheel, you're going to have two 8mm bolts that you're going to have to remove, and that's to pop off the airbag. Once you do that, the airbag should just pop out. It's kind of scary because the airbag could go off at any point, but I'm gonna remove it, and then on the back side you're gonna have that yellow tab that you have to get out, and then that one down there, and then you're gonna have to disconnect your cruise control buttons, and then that's it for the wiring. Okay, so I got the airbag pulled off. So on this one, you're just gonna wanna take your flat head, put it underneath the yellow tab, and then kind of pry it up on both sides, and it'll just pop right out. This is what the connector looks like. It just sits right there in that hole, and then this connector on the edge, you just pull apart with your hands. Okay, and this is what your wiring looks like for your cruise control buttons. It's just simple tabs that you pull apart, and then I'll update you when those are out. Okay, so actually, instead of removing those clips, as you can see, they tap in right here and they go to this green box, and this taps in right there. So I just disconnected it from right here, and it looks like it just goes back there, and these have no effect. So I'm gonna leave these in with the steering wheel. Okay, and for the center bolt, I'm using a 21mm, and it fits on there perfectly. And then you're just gonna twist that off, which I can't do on video, so I'll get back to you. Okay, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. It's coming right off. It wasn't, I mean, it took some force, but it wasn't that hard to get off. I thought it would be rusted and extremely hard to remove, but it wasn't. Okay, so I used a steering wheel puller from my local AutoZone. It went into these two bolts and then had a center bolt that punched on that, and then once you use that, the steering wheel should just pop out. You're gonna have to get these wires through there, but you get the idea. So after you do that, you're gonna wanna align the hub. It can only go in one way because of the teeth on the inside of it, and I guess the steering shaft. And then you're gonna wanna tighten this bolt. I put my steering wheel on, and then I use the hole in the middle to hold the steering wheel and this whole column still while I was tightening the bolt. And then you're gonna wanna connect your black and white wire, which is your horn wire, with the yellow wire, and then your black wire with your black wire. This connector, you're gonna have to widen it a little bit on the black and white side, because the connector that NRG sent is a little bigger, but it's not too bad. Then you're gonna wanna put all 6 of your bolts in. These aren't tightened right now. I was just lining them up. And then you're gonna wanna tighten them. If you have a proper alignment, this should be vertical, but I do not, so it just looks like this. Okay, and then you're gonna connect your steering wheel to your NRG quick release hub, and then you are done. That's your steering wheel. Mine's a little off-centered, but as I said earlier, my alignment is not perfect. So there you go.